And we're live with episode 9 of The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. We got 5 hours to finish out the outskirts. First is I'm not seeing here. Okay. There are 2 chests, a Zerum capsule and a not Zerum capsule. We should be able to use the bike here. Yeah, I'll teach anyone who doesn't know how to ride, so just let me know if you want to try. You can now ride the orbital bike on the main road. L1 to brake, R1 to accelerate. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. What is my team inside the inside here? Because I have no idea what it looks like. Okay, we have Lloyd, green thing, and oh, okay, so it doesn't matter. Everyone's 128. That's great.
Time to ride.
We got a white one. Okay. So white paint. We want Ream. Right. Then we want this color, Lloyd and Kia. And then ooh! Lloyd and Kia like this. And then switch bike again. Rufus and Lapis. And then paint job cream. Do we have black? Well, I mean, this is black.
Let's get going.
Let's go.
Pay careful heed. That's no simple foe.
Watch out! This one's tough! Yeah!
Let's go! Now!
We do need to do a bunch
everyone.
of these.
Leave it to me!
I got it.
Yeah.
I shall. In my hair.
Too late!
I'll take care of it. How plain.
Thrust, that was a slash.
You're finished!
You brought out the best me I can possibly be.
You did that yourself. All I did was recognize it.
That's how it's done. There we go.
Formidable foes, Reen. Okay. Oh, am I not allowed to access the missions menu yet?
That chest is just begging to be opened.
Ha! Ha! Let's get going.
I bet we could fish here.
Want a bite? Nice! It's a whopper! Let's get going.
There's literally nothing here. Where would you like to go? Oh, interesting.
Guess luck is on our side.
I figured it'd be something like intense. No, it's just... East Crossrail Highway 1. I don't know what this is about. Formidable foes with Rufus, 9 of 10. 12 of 15. 10 of 15.
Let's get going.
You can get a real clear view of the tower from here.
Inside there is Elysium after being taken over.
And who took it over, I'm sure.
Surely we have better things to do than stand here and admire the grim view, yes?
You're right. Let's keep up with preparations.
Yes, I still can't control the bike, like, at all.
Oh, I could kiss Lady Luck about now.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. But would she let you is the question. I wish we could ride the horses instead. Welcome, Jakes. I was feeling pretty down after plans for my commemorative signing ceremony products fell through. Instead, I put together a campaign to cheer everyone fighting for Crossbell's sake. Cheer on everyone fighting for Crossbell's sake. The first 30 customers who visit receive a care package to help in these trying times. Here, take it. Oh my, are you sure we can have all these? Where did you come from? Yeah, absolutely. Just don't be shy about saying where you got them. It's good publicity. Plus, I owe to the folks who rekindled my passion for running the store. The guy with the spiky hair and lady with the eye patch even protected our village. They helped more than I could have expected. Ah, so this is about Wald and Scarlet. They did say they'd keep an eye on things around here. I guess they did more to help out than we knew. Wait! Why are they back? Ah! Or is this big? Oh no! Because I'm inside. Okay.
What a sweet little village! The kind of place I'd love to settle down and live in with you, S.
Same. Who knows when that'll be, though?
What are you, retired? Can't you dream up something more exciting at your age?
I have a feeling they've seen more than enough excitement for one life. To put it lightly, I truly hope they soon
No.
find a place to call home.
I don't know if I ever fished in the village.
Ooh,
Let's do it.
Got a bite? Nice!
That was a bit.
Well, it's not bad.
Oh, I bet there's good fishing to be had here.
No. I'm looking for two of the bracers. Or one of the one? Wait. That's a bit harder then. There we go. Oh, so good to see you again, SSS. Hey guys, glad you're still in one piece. The same to you, Scott. Just came here to catch up with Pearl. Yeah, I figured I could use my rounds as an opportunity to check in. Couldn't help but notice she wasn't in any of the cars that brought the refugees home. I'm sorry for not leaving sooner. The others are so worried about the family they left behind that I let them go first. I wasn't as worried because I knew you'd be okay. I knew you would come for us. That's why I married you. Woo! Am I the only one seeing the fireworks? Seeing these fireworks? No? Sorry about that. Anyway, Pearl told me all about how much you helped everyone. You guys protected Armorica while the city was occupied, right? We had our hands full just trying to figure out how to save mines. Really owe it to you all. Yes, it was thanks to the SSS's allies that stayed behind that we were able to feel safe. Could you tell the young man with the spiked hair and sister that wears an eye patch how much we appreciate what they did for us? Sure, I'm glad we could all be of help. I'll pass your little message on to Walden Scarlet.
No.
Mines Mountain Path 2 is just a hot spring. Alright. Mines.
We owe a lot to the people here.
Yeah. We couldn't have broken through that barricade without them.
It speaks to what all people can do when we work together.
I can only imagine.
Rufus?
Chiruru, what are you doing here? Oh, Yuna! And look at all these legit looking friends you've got in tow. So anyway, I was making my way across the Isengard Range all by my lonesome when I learned Crossbow had been occupied again. Why were you in the Isengard Range? As soon as I heard, I came rushing back. It wasn't easy with the borders being closed, but after crossing many a mountain and valley, I made it back in one piece. You what? You gotta be pulling our leg. I remember seeing you in Ymir, but I didn't realize you were one tough customer till now. You know, I had no idea why there felt like a pit in my stomach that wouldn't go away at first, but it makes sense now. I don't think it'll be going away anytime soon either. Be careful. We will. You too, and take care on the rest of your journey. Mayor Bixen! Weren't you all a sight for sore eyes? The folks at St. Ursula Hospital just got in touch. Mireille's surgery was a success. I just let everyone at the tavern know. Isn't that wonderful news, Randy? Sorry for worrying everyone. Another small detail of note. According to the radio, Crossbell has been liberated. Can't thank you enough. This never could have happened without your help. You've given us the courage to press on once more. For people like Gantz especially. All the townsfolk gathered together to listen to the radio, and when we heard the city had been liberated, he had nothing but glowing praise for the SSS. The SSS has always had my back, and everyone doubted them, and so forth. Now that's just embarrassing. But he's hardly the only one who had kind words. Everyone here in Mines has been on the receiving end of your help. But even as downtrodden souls are determined to find something to do in this situation. Don't anybody count Mines out yet. You can leave the rest here to us. I suppose you're all still in the middle of your mission. Please be careful. We'll take that to heart. Don't worry. Thanks for all your help. I don't know how long the stream is gonna be, because I only plan to do up to the end, right? When we go up to do the thing, all of that and more is gonna be done tomorrow. The scenes to continue. Also, my tongue still hurts from the pineapple. It's now Monday, and the pineapple's on Thursday.
No.
Shut up, Reed. I'll have to remember to remove the costume and whatnot from Marine. Because as much as I love it. Takere! Only 2 people? Some of them already sounded really scared, but I didn't cry. Daddy said he was proud of me. I bet that means Machias and Toa are proud of me too, right? That's right. Those two were seeking shelter in mines before. I heard they helped a lot of the townspeople while they were here. The Thorsgrads really get around. All the people who were visiting are doing now. I hope they're all okay. I mean, if I could, I would bring Machias and Toa and, you could talk to them. But the game won't let me. Oh, and Run comes
I'm so
today.
glad Murray pulled through. You must have been biting your nails the whole operation.
I knew her time wasn't up, but still. Yeah, I should pay her a visit since I'm here.
Yes, because you just happened to be here.
Yep, and I'll just happen to make myself scarce to go say hi to everyone else.
Ha! Ooh, it's like, yeah, because you just happened to be here. We're literally here to see Ilya and Mireille. Head to the roof to find Luna and Dr. Salin, talk to them so we can check in on Mireille. We'll also get page 1. Oh, that's nice. Dr. Salin! It's an emergency! I need to check on my friends. Oh, it's good to see you all. I was expecting you to show up eventually. As I told you earlier, First Lieutenant Mireille's surgery went as planned. Though she's far from being discharged, we'll be monitoring her condition for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I figured we owe you big time, Doc. Isn't that great news, Randy? I think it's a huge weight off of everyone's shoulders to hear that she'll be alright. Yes, even as someone not from Crossville, I can appreciate the sacrifice she made. Let me echo Randy's sentiment. We can't thank you enough, Dr. Salin. I'm also proud and grateful to you for helping, Linda. Vivi told me you had come back to Crossville with her, but I didn't expect to find you here. Well, I am a Thor's alumnus and a former nurse at St. Ursula. I couldn't just sit on my hands and do nothing. I want to pitch in, even if I can't find the front lines with all of you. Rest assured that Mireille is in good hands. We'll see that she, the other CGF members, and police officers here get better. We'd really appreciate that. So, Mr. Orlando, what would you like to do now? She's not conscious yet, but her condition is stable. I can allow you a brief visit. Are you serious? Would I just? Besides, there have been numerous accounts of comatose patients being able to hear others' voices. It's possible a visit could help her condition further. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate the gesture. Should we go visit Mireille, then? Yes, Les. We'll take you up on that. Very well, then. I'll ask that they keep your voices down. There are still other patients in the building. Will do. And then if you would follow us. Should we go too? It doesn't have anything to do with us. True, but we may as well go out of respect. I agree. I want to see how she's doing too. Then it's settled. Let's accompany them. Laugh is like, I want to see the new peoples. Hey, Mireille. Her color's looking a lot better now. Yeah, and her breathing stabilized. Vitals too. She's pulled through the worst of it. Thank goodness. Yeah. It sounds like her condition was severe, but the goddess watched over her. Same doc worked on the Emperor too, right? She knows her stuff. The rest will be up to her at this point, but she'll be fine, I'm sure. The CGF are no prisoners. Wait, hold on a second. Is the Emperor still in a wheelchair? Because we haven't seen him or the Empress, so I'm like very worried about him. The CGF are no pushovers. Exactly. The best thing we can do is believe. They all care about her so much. I wonder if I'm capable of thinking of others the way they do. Thanks for all you've done for us, Mireille. So take a good rest. We'll keep on from here. Randy. Mireille. Hey! She woke up! Make sure you come back, you idiot. Hey! Mireille's awake! Let's go! Oh, I have hype emotes. Wait, what am I doing? Emotes. Hype EX. Let's go! If I don't have you, I still haven't told you anything. Don't worry, she only fell back asleep. She shouldn't even be trying to talk. Try telling her that she's always pushing it. But hey, it's only a matter of time. You're not the only one who's got stuff to talk about. You'll have the chance soon, I'm sure. Please let that be in the game. Please let that be in the game. Please. Please, Neon Falcom, let that be in the game. Just another reason we've got to make the separation a success, right? Yeah, I'm feeling more fired up about it than I was before, even. We'll see you when all's said and done, alright? We'll take care of business, then it's right back to you before you know it. With her condition stable, I think it still happen. I'll continue keeping a close eye on her. It's stable. Stable means the only thing that can happen is good. Unless shenanigans happen. Which, considering we're in the middle of the mini Twilight, yeah, anything can happen. You can come here again whenever you like. Yeah, my permission. Well, thanks a million. Just doing my job. As for my other patient, is that Ilya? I did receive word that she was brought here. Correct, she's in this building. Cecile should be watching her at the moment. You're welcome to go and see her if you'd like. Really? Thank you. Mind if I come along? I'd like to know how she's doing, yeah. We're coming with! Just try not to bug anyone. I need to check in on my other patients, so I'll leave you to it. Take care, alright? I'm still especially worried about you, Reen, given all the changes you've gone through, but I trust you'll know when it's too much. I'll let you know if I need anything. Thanks. After saying their goodbyes to Linda, they were left to their own devices once again. So please just hang in there and wait for me. Oh no. Oh no. You could ask her to marry you? You better. Been long enough, my dude. Oh hell no, you need to stay in bed. How many times I need to tell you that I'm fine? You're such a worrywart. Why is she in like a suit? What the hell? At least give her like hospital scrubs or something. What the fuck? Oh, y'all couldn't have come at a better time. Well, hello everyone. I didn't think you'd be paying me a visit so soon. You're looking even better than expected. That's such a relief. I'm about to agree with Sully. You're probably still running on adrenaline. You should get some rest. Not to mention the psychological toll those masks are said to take on wearers. No one could blame you for staying in bed while you can. Honestly, a hospital bed is the last place I want to be after how long it took to complete my rehab. Yeah. I thought I was finally ready to take the stage again after 2 long years, but I also got in my head that Crossbow could never be the same again until I did. That must have been my mistake. No one forced me to put the mask on, so I share just as much of the blame. What do you mean? Yeah, where's this coming from? I've been filled with the desire to make my performances bigger and better for as long as I can remember. The more time I spent away from the stage, the bigger those dreams got, until I wanted to put on the biggest show ever. One so big that it would enrapture everyone, every living person in Crossbow. That would seem completely impossible for anyone but you. In other words, the role you played was a perfect match because it was what you wanted for yourself to begin with. Yeah! It's starting to click now. Yes, certainly makes sense when you put it that way. I could tell there was a part of you that was concerned with putting on an entertaining performance. Even when you were fighting us. But that doesn't mean the dancer is who you really are. So what, you're not just going to mope around and feel sorry for yourself, are you? Maybe I have made a real mess of things, and yeah, Arkansas's future might be a lot muddier now. But you're the one who taught me that the only way to fix your screw-ups is by working hard and improving. Sully. She has a point. I also think it'd be unfair to ignore how reliant Crossbow has become on you as a role model. Yeah. Yeah. That's a feeling we know all too well, and we let it cloud our judgments just the same. Sure as hell did. Take our word for it. It's worth it to stick it out and make things right instead of walking away. We want you to take the stage again, but it doesn't have to be as simple for Crossbow. Just be yourself, the best performer there ever was. Yeah, I've been dying to see you make a comeback just because I want to see you perform again. And some of us still haven't gotten the pleasure, so no, we want to see you in your element too. I can't deny that it feels like we've missed out. Yeah, I want to see you on stage with my very own eyes. I do believe the audience has spoken. I don't know what to say. You're right, me, give up, go into early retirement? I would never. I'm Ilya Platier, the fervent dancer. To perform is to breathe. There's no place in this world I belong more than the stage. I'm going to take responsibility for my role in what's happened. And I've paid my dues. I'm going to show each and every one of you the show of a lifetime. I've got lost time to make up for as soon as I get out of here. Better yet, I'll put the new moves I learned as the Duskin dancer to good use. You will? I'm hardly surprised. Every time this woman falls, she gets back up stronger than ever. Of course she does. That's what makes her Ilya. But I hope you aren't forgetting doctor's orders. You need to take it easy for a while and recover your stamina. Yeah, I almost forgot. Get some rest, you maniac. I know it. What? Sorry. I know. As much as I don't want to stay in another hospital bed, I can't begin to clean up my mess until I've recovered. Nevertheless, my point still stands. You all don't need to worry your pretty little heads over me. All I ask is you promise to do what I can't right now. Fight your butts off. It's a promise. Yeah, don't worry, we'll take care of things. Get well soon. We'll see you once this is all over. Yeah! Can't thank you all enough. I would someday take the stage again as the fervent dancer. It feels as though I have a large debt to repay everyone. And when I do, you're going to witness a performance the likes of which you've never seen before. But in order for that to happen, you two have some unfinished business to take care of, don't you, Risha, Lloyd? We won't let you down. I wouldn't dream of it. I'll do whatever it takes to stand on stage with you again. Yeah, we've been through that arc already. Alright. On the first floor of the main building. Nurse Lan. Bichette! Show you all the most troubles you've ever seen. Everyone's welcome to join in if you can. Come and dance along with it. Hello everyone. I want to see how everyone at the hospital is doing. Come cheer you all up. For dance, you have to say the magic words. Let's shout them so loudly that all the good boys and girls over in Michelin Wonderland will hear us. Let's dance and make a wish. A wishy with Mishy. The social invisible tower is due to the hospital facing the lake. I wish I can ease the worries even just a little. Wait. Oh, come on! Oh, it's right there. I was about to be like, oh, come on! Can you really not see it? No, it's right there. I actually don't have any clue how long this stream is going to be. It's good to see you're still in one piece, Lloyd. You even reunited with the rest of your SSS pals, too. Hey, even you and our classmates are here, and some other new faces I don't recognize. Yeah, I guess we are kind of a big crowd for a place like this, huh? It's no big deal. Actually, things were a lot stressful earlier when that patient in critical condition arrived. Thankfully, she's doing a lot better now that Dr. Salin has access to everything she needs to treat her. You don't have anything to worry about, Randy. She's going to be fine. Thanks, Lan. I know she's in good hands. I take you guys have some kind of big mission you have to do, huh? That's how it always is. Good luck, and try not to do anything too crazy. I know a lot of people are counting on you all, but your lives are just as valuable as anyone else's. Don't try to do anything too crazy, like take a Merkaba straight into a giant azure tree to save a little girl. Oh wait, Lego's double for you boys. Don't you dare make Cecile or Mireille cry. Heard you loud and clear. No kicking the bucket today. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, you're not allowed to die. Poison! Oh, Police Academy is what it's for. Into the prison depths. Oh! Oh! It's a super important scene.
Ready. There! There! Ha! 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 There! There! Ha! 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 Ha!
That's 2 of 3. Hello there. Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Not at all. Though I wasn't expecting to see so many of you all at once, so why the fuck is Class 7 OG here? I trust preparations are going well. That they are. Is there anything we can help with? We're trying to uncover exactly what happened here. Actually, a few of you are involved, I believe, so you and Hemisphere may be able to help. Could I have a moment of your time? Never saw myself helping the police. I still don't see it. Too much effort, so it's all US. Nadia. Well, I mean in particular. Well, we found a certain something in there we're not sure what to do with. We thought it'd be better to figure out what happened before deciding how to approach it. I think I know what you found. I see. That does sound like a job for me then. Ah, yes! Oh yeah, by the way. So, something that occurred to me while I was at work, Friday or Saturday, something like that, is the reason why the church is looking the other way over the Sutter's seashell is because each of the groups, Team Libero, the SSS, and Class 7, each have a Dominion. A member of the Gralsritter as, like, a main member. You have Gaius for Class 7, you have Wazi for the SSS, and you have Kevin for Team Libero. They're not looking the other way. They're just allowing its use by the Dominions. And friends. Your cooperation is appreciated. If McLean and Lord Rufus would also share their accounts on what happened here, that would also help. You have my word that I'll not press you on your backgrounds if you choose to cooperate. Oh! It's like, wait, you're not gonna look into our backgrounds? Okay, in that case, we'll cooperate fully. It's just like, in that case, I will cooperate fully. Hold you to that then. It all happened so fast that there's a lot I don't remember. Let's hope we'll be able to fill in any gaps in your memory. I suppose I can help just this once. Him being so cooperative is weirding me out sometimes. Weirding me out some. That's enough whispering. I have some questions for you too, you know. Can we see the questions and the answers, or... Well, this is part of the Monarch's regalia. But while recovering artifacts does fall in the church's purview, I'm not sure there's a point with this one so broken. Sorry about that. Wasn't much choice. It had fused with the Emperor. Or whatever he turned into. It was as if it resonated with his obsession towards Swin and Nadia, transforming him into a monster. That can happen. There's still a lot we don't know about artifacts, but I didn't think they were capable of something like that. It wouldn't be the first time an artifact reacted to a person's thoughts. At least it's lost the ability to do that now. I see no problem with leaving it in the police's hands. Understood. We'll turn it over to the cathedral once we finish writing our report. Your information has given us a fuller picture of what went on as well. Though I do wish we had more to go on to properly identify this Emperor individual. You're better off not thinking about who he is too much. Not like he'll be causing any more trouble anyway. And the organization doesn't take kindly to anyone digging into their affairs. Even we're in the dark about it, and we were part of it for a few years. Then they operate similarly to the society. The First Division can't afford to turn a blind eye to criminals who operate within its borders, dangerous or not. We'll luckily need to work with the guild to keep an eye on them as much as we do Ouroboros. You'll have our full backing. I'll be sure to share what we've learned here with the other branches when I can. Can you clarify something for me? You said the Emperor who showed up wasn't the real one, right? A simulacrum then. Yet another one to add to the list with the Supreme Leader, McBurn, and the other Arios. The many other Arios. So I don't think there's tech so advanced that they can copy a guy like McBurn and not have him notice he ain't the real deal. If Elysium can calculate the future well enough to call it a prediction, then it could certainly calculate a living being. But that also makes what Nadia and Swin said a little strange. Yeah, how come the replica Emperor was different from the real one? Even the way he fought against us was different. The biggest one was him being willing to overlook our betrayal. The Emperor we knew would stop at nothing to see us dead, and for that same offense. He's entitled to take pleasure in seeing someone kill their own partner. He'd never miss a chance to make us feel the worst kind of pain imaginable. But then why would Elysium choose to realize him the way it did? If it really is capable of analyzing a person's makeup down to every last detail and knowing the future, why would such obvious tells that give the replica away to anyone familiar with the original be part of their design? That's a good question. There's no logic behind an AI choosing to calculate any replica that way. This is gonna sound weird, but work with me here. Say we failed to kill him the first time around. What do you think he would have done? He probably would have considered us his finest tools for being able to corner him as much as we did. Then he'd brainwash us so he'd never act out of line again. So I guess there are scenarios where he'd forgive us, is what you're trying to say? If you could think that, then it makes sense for the replica to think that way. Ugh, my head's starting to hurt. Sorry, saying stuff like this isn't like me at all. Not like there's any point in talking what ifs. I don't know whether this relates to your case, but there's no such thing as true perfection in this world. Elysium may appear that way to us, but it is likely no exception. I agree, and I imagine that's what Prince Oliver and the others hope to exploit through their plan. You'll be taking part in the operation too, won't you, Dudley? Yes, although only in a sporting role. The true keys to its success will be all of you. I may not be able to accompany you this time, Bannings, but I still expect you to do your utmost to ascertain the truth. You look after them, McLean. I'll be certain to keep them safe in your and Guy's place. I'll give us our answers, Detective. Count on it. After bidding farewell to Detective Dudley and Officer Franz, they resumed their preparations. What the actual flying fuck did I... Bro, there's no way. It dropped me off right where I needed to be.
This one's strong. Be careful.
All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, move in!
Keep it up, everybody!
I'm up. Chain Spirit Unification! It's my turn! Yeah!
On guard.
My turn!
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
First! Second! Third! Fourth! Fifth! Sixth! Seventh! 8 leaves! Breaking Dawn!
I shall!
Back tenfold!
All right. How plain.
Got you! You've brought out the best me I can possibly be.
You did that yourself. All I did was recognize it.
Nice! I did it!
Nice! That'll do it.
But of course.
Even perfection can stand to improve.
That's how it's done.
It's only natural.
There we go!
Woo!
There's more where that came from.
Everyone with the levels. Galiosaurus. Eh? Wow, look at this fragment. It's sparkling even though it's jet black. This is a different type of Zemurian ore. Black Zemurian ore, I think it's called. Yeah, we came across some of it last year as well. It's even more original than standard Zemurian ore, which itself is renowned as being nearly flawless. Professor Schmidt discovered a way of processing it too. It should be possible to upgrade a weapon with enough of it, even here in Crossbow. That'll cool something else. Yeah, Grandpa wasn't too happy when he heard the professor had one upped him. Oh yeah, I forgot your Gramps was the one who found a way to refine Zemurian ore in the first place. Whatever, I'm not going to complain as long as we can use this stuff to make better weapons. Agreed, it'll prove useful in the battles ahead. The Ruhr Institute Technology should have the data on the refinement process. I'll have them send it over to Crossbow. Appreciate it. I'll get in touch with the local workshop so that they can get up to speed on how it works. Yippee! Something worth cheering about. True, bolstering our offensive capabilities is never a bad thing. Though a single fragment is much too small to upgrade even one weapon. A few more should do the trick. Let's be on the lookout for them as we travel.
Ha! Ha! Ready. Ha! 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 Cha! Cha! Ha! Ha!
Here's our shot.
All for one.
And one for all!
We shall end this now.
Who can do it? You can!
How boisterous we've become.
Yeah! You guys kicked butt out there!
I'll just key at random. Okay, it's good to know that the monsters flee before me.
Ha!
That one looks like it could put on the hurt.
What excellent spirit.
Yeah! Ha! I'm up. Ha!
On guard.
Ugh!
I shall.
Ha!
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn! All right. Nice work, team.
$14 of 15. 12 of 15. 11 of 15.
Got a bite. Nice. It's a whopper.
Bruh. 1,055.
Who knew we'd get so lucky?
Ha! Cha! Ready. Cha! Ha! Cha!
That one looks like it could put.
What excellent spirit.
All for one.
And one for all!
Everyone, move in.
Who can do it? You can!
I'm up. Cha! All right. Nice work, team.
Jackpot.
Is there a formidable foe? There is.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Ready.
Ha!
Treasure! Oh, I can smell the riches!
Ha! Ha!
I love that I can just delete them now.
Ha! Ha!
Anyway, now it wants us to go to Michelin. Wharf for some fishing! I'm apparently too...
Everyone's just about evacuated by now.
Yeah, though my dad said something about him needing to tie up a few loose ends first.
Why don't we take another close look at the terminal we found in the Castle of Mirrors?
Got a bite? Nice! It's a whopper!
Yeah, I'm 2 fish behind somehow. I'll be right back. Oh, it's you guys. Tio, I'm so glad you're alright. It's good to see you're well too. We just thought we'd stop by. Wald, Rosine, how are things going over here? Not bad. The pros finished their analysis not long ago. Really? It was a simple task, especially given that most of the device's capabilities have already been demonstrated to us. The fact that a device capable of so much exists at all is something I did not expect. That says a lot in itself, coming from you. You mentioned that this device was responsible for the Retributive Tower's active camouflage, right? But it's not the same as the stealth technology used to hide the Courageous 2 in Nord. Oh, this goes well beyond just active camouflage. This device does much more than that. For one, it's capable of noise cancellation. To agree, that would, and did, allow a weapon of that size to be built in secret. It even made use of the orbital network communications equipment to alter bow routes to keep them away from it. Is that even possible? I'd wondered how it was made without anyone realizing, but I suppose we now have our answer. Was the Sonor's seashell part of this? For certain. There was only the final piece in a complex arrangement. The false divine blade of wind that appeared in Nord was also controlled from here, it seems. That was done all the way from Crossbell. Is there anything our enemy can't do at this point? Sheesh. I can understand how that artifact would enable such a thing in theory, but it is still hard to believe. Yeah, we're talking about something on a much bigger scale than the Round of 7. But all of this makes it sound key to our enemy's plans. Why was it just left here? Maybe they don't need it anymore now that the Retributive Tower is finished? A shame we couldn't ask the person whom we fought here that question. Agreed. News of Elysium has thrown Arteria into an uproar too. No doubt, none of the singularity stuff fits into our holy texts at all. But you can't exactly fall under the category of unexpected miracle like the Salt Pail or McBurn either. There's no place for vague words like miracle when talking about a singularity. We're talking about a technological feat that has always been possible for humanity to achieve. That is, save the part about it having the never-before documented capacity to calculate the very future. The predictive conditional convergence calculations that we were told about, where you can calculate the odds of potential outcomes based on the variables you define. Are there even any limits on what you could do with something like that? I'd say no. Providing you know what you want to achieve, you can explore every possibility and option for getting there. If you had to choose between two options, you could calculate the possible future for both and reject the one with the worst outcome. Multiply that by an infinite number of choices and potential futures, and you have an idea what Elysium can do. It truly boggles the mind. Bruh. Calculating possibilities to avoid the worst, huh? That description made me think of Muse's ability a little. That mixed with Arendelle's super instincts? I wish. I've got nothing on the kind of stuff she's describing. At this point, it's genuinely believable that every decision we have made has been exactly in line with our culprit's projections. That's so crazy. That leaves the question of exactly what future they're trying to bring about. Whatever it is, I can't see it being a bright one if a super weapon like the Retributive Tower is a key piece of the puzzle. We can't let this come to pass. Right, we're not letting some AI decide our future for us. You took the words right out of my mouth. It sounds like Yona and the professor are helping with what Prince Oliver is planning too. We can do this, I know we can. You guys aren't going to believe the surprise we've got in store for you. And when artificial intelligence reaches that point and he managed true value, we put to the test. Those were Epstein's words when he predicted the existence of a technological singularity. If you want to prove there's still a place for us in this new future, you'd better sprint ahead full bore and prove it. You can count on that. Data that shouldn't exist, discrepancies with simulacrum, and prophetic conditional convergence calculations. Feels like the pieces are finally starting to come together. All that's left is for us to confront the true culprit behind everything. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. We'll solve this case. Just you watch, guy.
Let's get going.
Oh, I see a chest.
Let's score some fish.
Got a bite.
Damn.
It got away. Got a bite. Nice. Not bad at all.
Careful. That one looks tough.
Fine then. I'll trounce you twice as hard.
All for one.
And one for all!
We shall end this now.
Who can do it? You can! Very well.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
My turn. Ah!
Let's go!
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
More of you? So be it.
I'm up.
My turn. Ah!
I'll take care of it.
Right. Right.
Hey! Let's go.
On guard.
My turn.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
You asked for it.
My turn.
All right.
Let's go. Ha!
Right. Let's go.
All right.
My turn!
I'm up! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Nice! I did it!
Nice. That'll do it.
Even perfection can stand to improve.
It's only natural.
There we go!
Wow, these all look like wild strawberries. They're shaped like bells, definitely bellberries. Which means these must be their native variant. This is what Oscar was searching for. Who would have thought we'd find them at one of our old fuel exercise camps. It's been just under a year since then. Looks like they took root and bore fruit in the interim. There's something kind of poignant about it all. Totally, I get that. Anyhow, looks like we found what we came for. Let's get them back to Oscar. Very good idea, you know. Ah, I hate that.
Ha! Watch out! This one's tough!
Chain Spirit Unification! It's my turn! Yeah!
No! Fuck.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks. Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
Very well. In my hair! Get him in one fell swoop!
I accept.
Leave it
Leave
to
it to
me.
me!
We were a most ideal team. Yeah! You guys kicked butt out there!
Nice! I did it!
But of course.
There's more where that came from.
Hey folks, did my eyes see me or did you? We sure did. We found the berries. Great, this is just what I was looking for. I knew I could count on you guys. I should explain. This new bread I'm about to make uses a tweaked version of a recipe that's near and dear to me. It's been a while since I made it. It's hard to get the berries to mesh with natural yeast while bringing out their tartness. Sounds like tough work, but the end result must be worth the effort. I'm sure. We all can't wait to see how it turns out. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like. So much fuss over bread, of all things. Well, now that I've got everything I need, it's time to roll up my sleeves and get baking. Guys, mind waiting a bit? It won't take long to finish. No problem, take your time. We'll be waiting with bated breath to see what comes out of the oven. Yeah, take your time. We're definitely not on a clock or anything. 30 minutes later. That smells rather nice. Yeah, like sweet milk and bellberries. Plus something else. Not sure what, but it smells familiar somehow. Is that? And there we are, all done. Wonderful. You finally finished making it? That's right, I just took it out of the oven. Not to be melodramatic, but this may well be the culmination of every experience I've had up to this point, culinary and otherwise. Wow, that's significant, huh? Now you've got even me more anxious to find out what it's like. Alright, now comes the moment of truth. What are you doing, Oscar? Today's not one of our purebred competitions. Besides, there's no way you can outbake me at this point. Put stronger feelings into what I make. Back when you were injured, it opened my eyes too. Actually, never mind all that. The point is, I won't touch that bread. You can't make me eat it. You know, think if not stubborn, Bennett, I'll give you that. What do you mean I'm stubborn? You're the one who's always looking down. Prefer for a salt and buttery. Well, did it actually work? How? How does this taste so good? I recognize this flavor too, isn't this? That's right, it's bellberry bread made with natural yeast. It was the first recipe you ever taught me. Now we'll deny that I still have a long way to go as a baker. On that fateful first day we spent in the kitchen, you taught me how bread can move people. Make them genuinely feel things. I wanted to do that for other people with my own creations. As my craft improved, I saw more and more possibilities. Being with you and your dad has taught me so much. I want to cherish the emotion I felt that first day and carry it forward. So I promise you, Bennett, Adios herself could try to take me away and I'd fight it. I'm not going anywhere for anything. You and I are going to carry on the bakery, you and me together, okay? Oscar, you're being serious, right? You're not going to leave again? Of course I'm not. I'm staying right here, that's a promise. And we'll keep baking together. Yep, you and me, Bennett. You're stuck with me, like it or not. I'm going to hold you to that, alright? You better not run off on me like that ever again. Ever. On my word, nothing matters more to me in all of Zemuria than you, Bennett. It's going to be you and me working these ovens for many, many years to come, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Sound good? Yes, that sounds perfect. Bro, that bordered on a proposal. Holy shit. Oh, Bennett, I'm so happy for you. It sounds like that bread did the trick after all. Phew. I was worried what was going to happen to her if she didn't snap out of it. Damn, who'd have thought a bunch of flour and water could pack that much of an emotional punch? That'll teach me to respect my local baker. I mean, yeah. Get good, Ash. And yeast, don't forget yeast. But yeah, no wonder Oscar feels so fondly about that bread. It's the very first recipe Bennett ever taught him. In a way, I guess you could say he played his trump card as a baker. Just goes to show, love really does conquer all, even a stubborn case of brainwashing. Yes, it was quite an impressive display of devotion on his part. Oh, to be so young and full of passion. Maybe it's not time I retire from the business and leave the baker in their capable hands. Could think of no worthier heirs, that's for sure. Good on Oscar. Thanks to Oscar's heartfelt loaf of bread, the old Bennett was finally back in action. As a precaution, Wazzy checked for any lingering trace of brainwashing and concluded it had completely vanished. Thank you so much, everyone. I couldn't have done this without all of your help. No problem. We're all just happy to see Bennett back to normal again. Besides, you were the one who made the piece de resistance. We just found some berries for you. Maybe so, but a promise is still a promise, you know. Which means it's time to pay the piper and hand over a nice fat slicer 3, or else. Yeah, what she said. We want bread. We want bread. Adios, grant me the strength to deal with these two. No. Worry not, ladies. Our deal is still on the table. And now, so is this bread. Here are some extra loaves I made just for you all. They're all yours. Yes, come to mama. These are the kinds of payments that make life worth living. I'm gonna eat mine right now. Slow down and leave some for the rest of us, will you? Let's find somewhere to sit so we can all enjoy it together, huh? It really does smell wonderful, though. I know, it's so nice and warm. This might be my favorite bread I've ever had. Oh, thanks. Glad to hear you all like it so much. I know things are already looking crazy again, but I have complete faith that if anyone can get us out of this, it's you all. Make sure you all come back safe and sound. We'll be here waiting to help you replenish all those lost carbs. I'll be sure to prime my appetite. Thanks, Oscar. We'll come back here with everyone when this is all over, we promise. 1,000, 11,000, 15,000. I think I hit like 1 or 200k at one point.
Let's get going.
That monster looks hard.
So that's the tower.
Ready.
Fisherman's Guild, what are all of you doing out here at a time like this? Wait, I should know the answer to that. If it is Lloyd and his SSS pals. Wouldn't you believe it? We found we're catching these waters. Today is just full of surprises. You guys are seriously out here fishing now of all times? I've got to respect the hustle if nothing else. Come on guys, give us a little credit. We're not out here just for ourselves. Everyone's relieved the city has been freed, sure. But things aren't exactly sunshine and rainbows with that tower looming over us. Some of the folks over on West Street are staging a food drive to help out those in need. We're not great cooks or anything, but we are fishermen. Well, better way to help than to catch some fresh fish. Fisherman's Guild is all about bettering the world through angling. It makes sense when you put it that way. You're sure to lift some spirits if it's food you caught yourselves. That's right, but here's where things get interesting. We found ourselves a jeweled cancer out here as we were fishing. It's one of the rare 3 great crabs of Zemuria. It is? The name is interesting, but I can't say I've heard of it. It does ring a bell. It's a mutant strain of snow crab, I think. Yeah, jeweled cancers are particularly sought after. They're said to be specially tasty when cooked. They are. Ooh, now you've got my attention. Exactly. What better meal to give out at the food drive than some delicious steamed crab? It's supposed to be the will of Adios herself. That's why we're not going anywhere until we've caught the thing. Which means we might be here a while. Courting it has been awfully tough. Could really use a hand. Hey now, there's an idea. We have a pair of divine anglers here with Lloyd and Estelle. Not to mention, Marine earned the title of Angler God from the Imperial Fishing Club. Talk about an all-star lineup. It's still a pretty embarrassing title. I don't feel like I did much to earn it. But still, I'd be happy to let in my lure if it's for a good cause. Yeah, if it's for possible citizens, then I have to cast my rod. Bracer's duty. She's not wrong. I've been fishing enough lately to have what it takes for such a big catch. Well, I'm sure we can always catch some more fish to shake off the rust if it ends up being too much to handle. We'll leave this task in you three's capable hands then. If we must, I suppose it wouldn't be right to pass on an opportunity to feed hungry people. Good luck, you three. If anyone can catch that crab, I know it's you. Well, it says for the you'll need also need to have over 25 species marked in your fishing notebook as caught. Oh, I literally cannot fish in this spot. Okay. What are the ones I'm missing? Rock Eater, Rainbow Trout, and Azlefish. Reenact 3 Nord Highlands for the puffer. Sea Act 3 Mines Mountain Path. Act 2 East Crossbow Highway. I can't catch the final fish. Lol. That's absolutely fine. I will, it's whatever. Oh, okay. So it's just a dragon incense. There's no RP for it. I'm still gonna continue trying to fish for all of them because I hacked up somehow and didn't get it. I don't know how or why.
Let's get going. Sam! Let's get going. This'll come in handy. Huh. Got a bite. Nice. It's a whopper.
$23. It's funny because if I had gotten the 3 I'm missing, I'd have 24.
Let's get going.
Optional boss, underground freight ride.
Let's get going.
That monster's a major threat. Careful.
Pay careful heed. That's no simple foe.
Heads up. That one means business.
Ha! Ready.
Okay.
Ah, that hits the spot.
Fine then. I'll trounce you twice as hard!
All for one.
And one for all!
We shall end this now.
Who can do it? You can! My turn!
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
It ends here! Ta! Rising Sun!
There's no stopping us.
Yay! Good job, guys!
Nice!
Nice. That'll do it.
But of course.
Even perfection can stand to improve.
That's how it's done.
It's only natural.
There we go.
There's more where that came from.
Okay, there is no fourth one. Thank goodness. Okay, there are a total of 6 bosses you are to hunt.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Underground freight line. Got it. Ancient battlefield. We don't have that one. Am I not allowed to rest in this hotel? That's annoying. We're pretty much almost done. Ancient battlefield.
That was just the cure.
Heads up.
Sacred beast
What
of eternity.
excellent spirit.
Right. It ends here. Ta! Rising sun!
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
These swords are of those who lost their way. On guard! You're in need of polish. Help down! Root gangrene!
I can't believe we're probably gonna finish this game. At least the main story aspect tomorrow.
Play with me? Over here! Poor thing. I've spotted you! Well then... Bye-bye!
Let's go! All for one.
And one for all!
Let's go, everyone!
Who can do it? You can! I shall! All for one.
And one for all!
Get him in one fell swoop! Keep it up, everybody!
I was gonna read again. Gotta have that Breaking Dawn.
We were a most ideal team.
Yeah! You guys kicked butt out there!
Nice!
Nice! That'll do it.
But of course.
Even perfection can stand to improve.
That's how it's done.
It's only natural.
There we go.
There's more where that came from.
That's 3. Oh, wait. I'll be right back. We need to heal, go back, heal, go back. I'll be right back. So, for the Zemurian or weapons, I'm likely to do Reen, because Reen. Lloyd, because he's the key to everything, and then Lapis, because Lapis is the actual, like, main character of Rufus's route.
I got it together now.
Hey, careful. What excellent spirit.
Chain Spirit Unification! It's my turn! Yeah! Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. emptiness is formed. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
I'll take care of it. All for one.
And one for all!
We shall end this now.
Who can do it? You can!
Very well. All for one.
And one for all!
Get him in one fell swoop.
Who can do it? You can!
This one looks cool. Uncertain malice. Just giant motherfucking dragon.
We were a most ideal team.
Yeah! You guys kicked butt out there!
Nice! I did it!
Nice. That'll do it.
But of course.
Even perfection can stand to improve.
That's how it's done.
It's only.
There we go.
Oh, trigger warning. The next one's a spider.
There's more where that came from.
So look away. Like legitimately, if you are arachnophobic, look away.
Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Got a bite. Nice. It's a whopper. Ah, that hits the spot.
That one looks like it could put on the.
Fine then. I'll trounce you twice as hard.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn!
These swords are of those who lost their way. On guard! You're in need of polish. Held down! Root gangrene!
Play with me?
Ellie!
Poor thing. I've spotted you. Well then.
Bye-bye!
It ends here! Ta! Rising Sun!
Okay, and it is gone.
There's no stopping us.
It's safe to look now.
Man, you guys were super cool!
There we
Don't
go!
worry, I got you guys. I got you. Genosha Zanak. Is the next one last one? No, there's 2 more?
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 more. Okay.
Oh, that was so soothing.
Stargazer's Tower. Wait. I can't go to Stargazer's Tower. There it is.
What excellent spirit.
All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, move in! Yeah! Talk!
Who can do it? You can!
On guard. All for one.
And one for all!
We shall end this now.
Keep it up, everybody!
These swords are of those who lost their way. On guard! You're in need of polish. Held down! Blue gangrene! All you were was weak.
Hey, all of the bright fams master courts are level 10 now.
It's only natural.
We haven't gotten the last lost quartz, which is odd. Did I already beat this one? Oh, I did. I have all 6 Zemurian ore shards. Where the fuck's the last lost arts then? I can only suspect that the final lost art is in the retributive. I mean, it's not important, but like, all right, let's go into the Reverie corridor. We got some stuff we need to do.
Central core activated. Confirming rank points accumulated. Liberation rank changed. Transferring rank reward. Retrieving available process complete. Retrieving available supplemental. Retrieving available process complete. Process complete. Retrieving available supplementals. Process complete. Process complete. Retrieving available Retrieving available supplementals.
Right?
Bolstering program available. New contents available. Bolstering program available. New contents available.
Wait.
Process complete. Retrieving available supplement. Process complete. Retrieving available supplementals.
We now have both. I don't have 21 recipes. And we're at the end of the game. And we never got Reen's glasses. Sad.
Activating requisitions program.
The Akatsuki! And, What the fuck is Lloyd? Ugh. There we go. Wait, is there no Zamirian? Is there no Zamirian ore weapon? Huh.
Initializing trading process. These are really bad because they don't have like a defense at all. Altina's casuals? I gotta see this. I'm sorry, that's funny. It doesn't work with his hair as it is right now. Ah.
Okay. That is it. It's Lloyd's route. There's no more Reen and Rufus. Also, my eyes are starting to hurt.
Wow! The city looks so tiny from so high up.
We've got a good view of the tower from here, too.
Meeting at the rooftops our signal to begin, right?
Right. Best to wrap up whatever we need to do before going.
All right, and with that, I'm gonna end it here. As I said, I want to do the next part in one go. So I'm gonna end the stream off here. I will be back tomorrow for...
No.
Technically, I believe it would be the finale of the story, but we're gonna continue on after that to do Reverie Quarter stuff and whatnot. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.